This is the W2 Report with Sanji Himura. Here's Sanji.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the W2 Report. Although, albeit late, and for that I do apologize. Today we are attacking Collective Shout and Steam being blacklisted by PayPal, of all places. But before we do, let's go over the ground rules with Lord Crocker Squirrel as always.
Rule number 1, beat up the dick. Rule number 2, please refer to rule number 1.
All right, bringing up the rear, our third man in the ring, Mr. Lindgren.
I'm still waking up. It's 4 in the afternoon, but I'm still recovering from waking up so early.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Little too much at the bar last night?
No, just a little too much demand for getting up at break of dawn.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's a bad time to try and wake up, the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah.
We just like that.
All right. Before we proceed any further into today's episode, let us remind you that we are presenting the Washington Chronicles for the Washington State Gaming Expo, allegedly, on February 6th through 8th, 2026, in Washington State Gaming Expo. So, if you want to join us for some fun, talk about video games and what have you, please join us there on February 6th through 8th. All three of us will be attending, so please come and enjoy yourselves.
Sanji is also still waking up.
Yes, he is. All right. Now let's talk Collective Shout for our first story of the day. Collective Shout is making a big splash in the gaming industry today, but they have since demanded arrest by Interpol of gamers just simply speaking their mind.
Well, see, here's the sad part. Interpol can ask for an individual. They can't go out and do the arrest themselves without prior authorization from whoever it is that runs the joint.
Right.
Yeah,
But Interpol is really good at tracking people down across the planet. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've come to learn that Interpol is effectively an operator switchboard between police departments.
Yep, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Although, much more simplified.
Yes, because they've been getting meanie threats and death threats and all that stuff we can't say on YouTube. They have since been demanding arrest of gamers speaking their mind, including some notable folks that are women.
Yeah,
Because
she's probably going to be after Kershaw here before too long. That and Smugglana.
yeah.
Yeah, it's this also carries very familiar earmarks of previous events, specifically hate crime hoaxes, where the self-proclaimed victim was indeed the perpetrator.
Oh, you mean Pussy Smollett?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like they say that people are using brand new temporary burner accounts to post hateful messages. It's like, how do they know that those are burner accounts? Besides, having created those themselves.
And well, it gets well, this actually gets better in a lot of ways because free speech platforms where they exist would consider that free speech unless they can turn it into a credible threat. This is probably not the case for somebody in, oh, I don't know, the United States, uh, writing writing shit like that about writing shit like that about oh, I don't know, some a group of some cunts from the other side of from literally the other side of the planet. I mean, let's think about this logically here.
Yeah, it's a chaotic type thing because once you realize that the story, there's more to the death threat story than there is the threats themselves. You can pretty easily make the case that Collective Shout's fundraising attempts, because this is all that is
Yeah,
falling apart at the very seams.
Yes, money. One of the
great
one of the
evils
more
in the universe,
famous.
yes.
Yeah, one of the more famous MacGuffins in these stories.
Now, where I think we're going to spend the majority of our time today is Steam has been blacklisted by PayPal. And if you paid attention to the W2 report after dark, you'll know that the two stories are interconnected. In that Collective Shout led to the blacklisting by PayPal.
Well, it's entirely possible that it was a collection of various organizations, but Collective Shout took credit for this entire thing, and involved or not, they made themselves the poster girls for this whole thing, and that means having significant issues.
Mm.
We're supposed to do the, somebody please think of poor little us. No. If I spare a thought for you at all, it's to curse your name, so and perhaps even like, and just perchance, I wish that your children grow up exactly like you, only working against you.
That's known as the teenage years, regardless.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna hope they stay that way. What? You did this to video games? Ah, fuck you! Why for you do that? Oi, stupid. So yeah, that's kind of a thing.
Well, what's funny about this story, and I'm saying this ironically here, what's funny about this story is that it affects every transaction that PayPal makes on behalf of Steam, with the exception of 6 currencies. And one of them happens to be the US dollar.
Except I have determined that if you have one of those PayPal MasterCards, you can still do it. That becomes a different issue.
Yes.
Which is hilarious.
Now, and also they put Valve on a blacklist.
Yeah, that would put them on the warning. That would put them on the credit card warning list, and therefore, you know, these people have had problems with this. Sure, go for it. Nobody cares, except of course the various banks whose shareholders, owners, etc., would much rather not get hammered by the Stasi that is the online drama industry. And I chose those words very carefully.
Yes. Now, if we're being careful here, and you all know that we don't play careful here, we can even go as far as saying this is step one for Valve to be completely debanked by the banks.
Yes, because some banks will refuse to take the transactions, which is irritating. But there's nothing they can do about it.
Right. Other than sue Collective Shout, which is an impossibility at this point.
Well, they'd have to sue the bank.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like Collective Shout was not the. It's like, as far as the actual weight that Collective Shout carried, they weren't really the cause of the power grab. They were simply an excuse for it.
Yep. That's really all they needed.
Yeah.
Certainly that's all they were asking for. We just want this little bitty thing. Oh, come on, guys. And my first thought is, fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck you and the high horse you rode in on.
They made the mistake of celebrating the victory in which they presumed they had a major part in, and then they got all the backlash preserving of a major part.
Yeah, they did, something nasty happens, and you claim credit for it. We're not going to like you very much after that. We aren't. We just aren't.
Now,
this is not an American Border Patrol agent. This is most likely a Mexican cop somewhere in Mexico.
Yes.
Most likely. I don't know exactly. I can't act because I can't. He's posed in such a way that I can't actually see the entirety of that tag on the left side of his shirt.
Yes. Now, I do apologize for the short episode. We kind of were. I'm on location in Oklahoma. So I wasn't able to prepare the majority of our visual aids and stuff like that like I usually do. So
we can continue this conversation next time.
Yes, we can continue the conversation next time. Like at the Washington State Gaming Expo.
That won't be next time, but it'll be a time.
Yes, it would be.
Don't worry. Our source isn't dude, trust me. It's feel free to take this with a grain of salt.
Yes, do your own homework.
Always do your own homework. Doing somebody else's homework is silly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do somebody else's homework? Come on. You know better than that. Especially when I have to do Sanji's homework.
So between now, remember to do all the YouTubey things, and beware the tax man cometh.
Being chased by a toothy crocodile squirrel.